Here is a brand story tip before I wrap up my day today. You don't just have one brand story. That's what you hear all the time. Tell your brand story, tell your brand story. Here's how I want you to think about it. Think about it like a musical. Let's take Hamilton, for example. I've been listening to Hamilton again recently. You have a big umbrella of a brand story, like this overarching narrative, more like a brand narrative, like the musical Hamilton. And underneath, tied to that overarching narrative, are a bunch of little stories that you tell consistently, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly. These are the songs or the numbers of Hamilton. And some of them are like the flagship brand story, like the main song, Alexander Hamilton, or My Shot, right? Then you've got the slower, more beautiful songs like Dear Theodosia. Then you've got the quick little clever and funny ones like You'll Be Back. All of them different, but all of them in the same tone, the same voice, upholding and supporting the same overarching brand narrative. That is exactly how you should treat brand storytelling with your business, with your brand. This is personal brands, startups, nonprofits, whatever. It's not just one story and your job is done. You have to craft this whole narrative that has that consistent tone and that consistent message, that consistent story that you're telling, but in a multitude and a myriad of ways. That's what keeps people engaged and allows them to become brand loyalists over the long term. And quick little bonus tip, when my 3-year-old son was listening to Hamilton with me, he was in the back seat, he said, "Daddy, this sounded like Moana." That quickly, he picked out the voice, the tone, the style of Lin-Manuel Miranda. That's something else you should have when you're telling different kinds of stories. We should know if it's a Patagonia story, if it's an Apple story or a Coca-Cola story or a you story. Find your tone, find your voice, but most importantly, find your overarching brand narrative that all the little brand stories that you tell fit underneath. Let me know if you have any questions. Hope this helps.